So Ian, it's Dundee at home on Friday, live on the BBC. Just off the back of the last game, the immediate concern was like a couple of players finished the game with knocks and had to come off. What's the latest on the likes of Jamie Gullen and company?
Yeah, it was a really tough game. The surface was really difficult for the players. It was really hard, and a wee bit frost underneath the surface as well, so it made it difficult for the players. We did pick up a few bumps and bruises. Obviously Kieran Ngwenya came off with a jarred knee effectively, but we'll find out more tomorrow hopefully. Jamie Gullen came off with tightness in his calf, but he's okay. He's fine. He worked so hard in the game that it was just caught up with him a little bit. We've got a few boys that do have bumps and bruises in that physio room today, but hopefully the majority of them will be fine for Friday night, patch them up and ask them to go again for us.
Yeah, and of course we can't forget it was a 1-0 victory and a clean sheet, and special mention, I think, apart from the goal scorer Jamie Gullen, Tom Lang came through unscathed and looked really strong at the heart of as did all the defenders. Yeah,
obviously Tom's not played much this season. He's been working really hard, like we discussed all summer and through into the December period on his rehab. He's came back into the team, done really well. He's showing great leadership in the defence. He's showing a willingness to pass the ball. He's also winning his headers and winning his tackles, and he's got that real competitive spirit, which we think all players should have. But Tom's shines through. Really happy with him. Really happy for him as well that he's back in the team. Clean sheet for him and his defenders and goalkeepers. So he's got to keep that form up, but he's more than capable.
Yeah, and of course on Friday, as we said, it's Dundee visit here. We played them up at Dens Park and they were, I thought, really impressive that day, Dundee. We know what to expect, and off the back of their last result, they're going to come here fired up and keen.
Absolutely, they're on a fantastic run. Play a really good team. They can play different systems, got good players that fit into the different systems within that. Very good manager and backroom staff as well. They've won 2 games against us this season, very tight. I felt up at Dens the first half was very even, could have been 1-0 to either side. Second half I felt they were very good. I thought they deserved to win that game on their second half performance, and after that they did go on that run that I mentioned, and then they got a real wake up call against Arbroath. So sometimes you need that if you want to push on again, and we know it's going to be a difficult game. We know that they're a very dominant side in this league at the moment, but we also know that we're capable of winning the game. We'll need to play to our full capacity, that's for sure, because they don't give you much leeway, Dundee, but we're capable. We look forward to it, and we go out and try and win the game.
Yeah, and post match at Hamilton there, Davey asked you about the transfer market, January window and loans and all that, but with that in mind, with our players that are out of contract at the end of the season, what sort of preparatory work have you done with players that are coming out of contract at the end of the current season?
Yeah, it's a very difficult time for the players that are coming out of contract at the end of the season. They obviously want to know what's happening with their futures. We have spoke to a couple of them quietly about going forward. We're obviously, there's a lot going on at the club as well at the moment, so that's something that we have to deal with on the staff side. We've had some really good performances this season from players. I've only worked with them for 6 months, and it takes a bit of time to build up trust and understanding of their characteristics, understanding of their mentality, but it comes in time. We're getting there slowly but surely. There's been guys who haven't played as much as they wanted as well, so there's the flip side of that. We'll always try and keep our best players at the football club, that I can guarantee. Now it might not always be the case that they re-sign or they want to re-sign, but we'll certainly do our best to make sure that we get the right players and the players that we feel we need to kick us on.
And finally, it's a question I always used to ask last season and beyond. It's Friday night's game, live on the telly. For you as a manager and speaking on behalf of your squad, does that bring an extra pressure, or do you see it as a chance to shine in front of a wider audience?
Yeah, I think the latter. I think it's an opportunity for us to show people how good we can be individually and as a team. Again, that's not always the case. We've seen it over the numerous years now when teams don't turn up, and it's probably got nothing to do with the cameras. It's just they've not turned up for that game. We need to handle the extra viewing of us, if you like. I know that BBC get quite a lot of views for their Friday night game, but we've got to put on a show. Now we can't guarantee results, but we hopefully, if we put in the right performance and put in the right work rate and the commitment, then we get a result, then fantastic. But at the end of the day, as the old saying goes, it's another 3 points.
Yeah, exactly, Bob. We're looking forward to the game. Best of luck for that, and thanks.
Thank you.